Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is about something that sounds futuristic at first, AI-powered smart glasses, but is quickly turning into a serious debate about privacy, surveillance, and how artificial intelligence actually learns from the world around us. Specifically, we're talking about Meta's AI smart glasses, the growing controversy around how they collect and process data, and why investigations, lawsuits, and regulators across multiple countries are suddenly paying close attention. The controversy centers on Meta's AI-powered smart glasses developed in partnership with eyewear brands Ray-Ban and Oakley. These devices look like ordinary glasses, but they're equipped with cameras, microphones, and an AI assistant capable of recording photos, videos, and audio from the wearer's perspective. The glasses can also process images of the environment, answer questions about what the camera is seeing, and even handle phone calls or send messages through voice commands. At first glance, the product seems like another step in the evolution of wearable technology. Smartwatches already track health data, smartphones already capture video everywhere we go, and augmented reality glasses have been predicted for years. But the difference with smart glasses is that they blur the boundary between everyday life and constant recording. Unlike a smartphone, which is clearly visible when someone holds it up to record, smart glasses look like normal eyewear. Someone nearby might not even realize they're being filmed. Social media discussions about Meta's glasses have intensified after reports suggested that contractors working with the company reviewed sensitive user footage captured by the devices. Online platforms have been buzzing with warnings that users could unknowingly be sharing far more data than they realize. One Reddit user summed up the concern bluntly, writing that Meta is meticulously combing through users' videos by hand and labeling what appears in the footage to help train artificial intelligence systems. According to that comment, anything recorded by the glasses should be assumed visible to the company. Another user raised a different concern, saying some nurses have reportedly worn the glasses while working around patients and medical charts. According to that comment, some administrators allow it as long as the nurse claims they are not actively recording during patient care. These conversations might sound speculative at first, but the debate intensified after an investigation conducted by Swedish newspapers Svenska Dagbladet and Göteborgs-Posten. According to their reporting, contractors working at an outsourced facility reviewed footage captured by users of Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. Some of the reviewed content reportedly included highly sensitive recordings. The contractors were reportedly employed by Sama, a Nairobi-based outsourcing firm that works with Meta. Their job was part of a broader data annotation process used to train artificial intelligence systems. In practice, that meant annotators were labeling images, transcribing audio, and evaluating how Meta's AI assistant responded to user prompts. This kind of work, known as data labeling, is common in the AI industry. Human reviewers help train models by identifying objects in images, categorizing scenes, or judging whether an AI response is accurate. But according to the Swedish investigation, the material being reviewed sometimes went far beyond typical training data. Several annotators told journalists that they encountered extremely personal recordings. One worker said they saw footage of people using the toilet or getting undressed, suggesting that the individuals being recorded likely had no idea the footage might later be reviewed by human moderators. Another worker said they saw everything from ordinary living room scenes to naked bodies, adding that the recordings involved real people going about their lives without realizing the implications of what was being captured. Some annotators also claimed that certain recordings included explicit sexual content. To prevent leaks, workers were reportedly prohibited from bringing personal electronic devices into the office where the annotation work took place. Meta has responded to the controversy by pointing out that its privacy policy already explains that user interactions with Meta AI may sometimes be reviewed by humans or automated systems in order to improve the product experience. A spokesperson for Meta told journalists that when people share content with Meta AI, the company may use contractors to review some of that data to improve the system's performance. According to Meta, this review process includes filtering steps designed to protect people's privacy. The company says those safeguards include techniques like automatically blurring faces in images. However, according to workers interviewed by the Swedish newspapers, those anonymization tools don't always work as intended. In difficult lighting conditions, they said, certain faces or bodies sometimes remain visible. Former Meta employees cited in the reports also acknowledged that automated blurring systems occasionally miss details, allowing identifiable features to appear in annotation datasets. Meanwhile, the controversy has triggered legal and regulatory scrutiny. In the United States, a lawsuit has been filed against Meta platforms alleging that consumers may have been misled about the privacy protections of the glasses. The complaint also names Luxottica, the eyewear manufacturer that partnered with Meta to produce the devices. According to the lawsuit, Meta marketed the glasses using language suggesting they were designed with privacy in mind and that users retained control over their personal data. Plaintiffs argue that those claims could be misleading if footage captured by the glasses is subject to human review without clear disclosure. At the same time, the United Kingdom's Information Commissioner's Office has begun examining the issue after reports that face-blurring safeguards might not consistently protect individuals appearing in recordings. According to figures cited in legal filings, more than 7 million Meta smart glasses were reportedly sold in 2025 alone. That growing adoption raises an important question: what happens when wearable AI devices become common in everyday life? Legal experts say the issue becomes even more complicated when recordings involve people who never consented to being filmed. In India, for example, lawyers say situations like this could raise questions under the Digital Personal Data Protection Act of 2023. If sensitive footage is accessed by outsourced workers without the consent or knowledge of the individuals appearing in that footage, it could constitute a violation. The outsourcing of content review adds another layer of complexity. Content moderation has long been outsourced in the technology industry, but the process carries risks beyond privacy. Workers reviewing sensitive material may also face mental health challenges due to repeated exposure to disturbing content. Another legal expert raised concerns about cross-border data processing. If recordings captured by smart glasses involve Indian users but are reviewed by contractors in another country, companies must ensure those contractors follow the same security and confidentiality safeguards required under Indian law. And behind all of this lies a larger truth about modern artificial intelligence systems. Wearable devices like smart glasses are not just cameras, they are part of a broader data pipeline. Videos may first be uploaded to company servers, then analyzed by AI systems, and sometimes reviewed by human moderators for quality control. That means extremely personal information, faces, voices, environments, and behavioral patterns can end up stored and processed far beyond the user's direct control. Data labeling and reinforcement learning with human feedback, or RLHF, are widely used across the industry by companies like Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI. These tasks involve humans evaluating or labeling AI data so that models can learn to recognize patterns or produce better responses. But the work is usually outsourced to third-party contractors in countries where labor costs are lower, such as Kenya or Nepal. The tasks themselves can be repetitive, low-paid, and sometimes emotionally difficult. Workers may encounter violent or disturbing material while helping train the systems that power modern AI. Because contractor companies often require strict confidentiality agreements, the public rarely sees exactly how this work happens behind the scenes. When investigations like the Swedish reports surface, they reveal a part of the AI ecosystem that technology companies rarely discuss openly. And that brings us back to the core tension in this story. Meta says its systems are designed to protect privacy, and that human review of shared content is disclosed in its policies. Critics argue that users, and especially people who appear in recordings without knowing it, may not fully understand how their data can be processed once it enters the AI training pipeline. Smart glasses may represent the next stage of computing, where cameras and AI assistants are embedded directly into what we wear. But as the technology spreads, the boundary between public space and private life becomes harder to define. And the debate over who controls the data and who gets to see it is only beginning. Thanks for watching. This is AI Tides, and I'll see you in the next one.